do you feel the technology adoption in this part of the world is shaping up? Do you think we are still lagging behind as a country in India, or UAE has been on par to some of the Western giants?
AI coming from center of the government itself, from the federal government. AI adoption has become mandatory for a lot of companies in that department wise as well.
Does technology help you to achieve that luxury status?
Technology was always a support function anywhere in any part of the world. In Dubai, technology has become an enabler now. It is also no longer a support function.
Real estate middleware and the integration platform, be it API based, is now a compulsory thing for everyone.
More to their competitors if they don't keep their data updated. So I think data vintage is the crucial point that you have highlighted now. Breaking silos is important, 100%.
Do you think AI will play a very, very important role in enhancing these customer experiences?
Something is wrongly done with that data, you will lose your brand value. If the data is not updated, your entire predictive model will not work.
Welcome to another episode of DataPedia. Today we have a very special guest. I have someone whom I have been interacting from past few days. We are in this beautiful city in Dubai, talking to him. So let me briefly introduce. I have CIO of Alhambra, Mr. Kiran Shinde. So how are you, sir? How are you doing?
I'm good, and it's a lovely week going around in Dubai as well. The TEDx is happening and having a good time. How about you?
Very good, very, very exciting week. Amazing to see the technology is taking the turn, and I was pretty amazed to see all the kind of evaluation which is happening in technology, right? With this AI evaluation coming in, you jump from one boot to another and you just see what is happening next, right? And you have been one of the force which have been technology focused more of it. So before diving into the technology, right, how is the city treating you?
Oh, it's a wonderful place, to be very frank. Dubai, in fact, for a lot of other cities as well in different Emirates,
Right.
UAE has a different vibe. If there's a recent survey which was also done, which is the best place to migrate to all the Indians. And I think 70 to 80% were saying Dubai because, and especially UAE, because it's just 3 hours away, 4 hours away from India.
Right.
And culturally, I don't think there is a lot of difference. You get the same food, and obviously a lot of people from Indian subcontinent. You will
Correct.
see.
Correct.
So there is you still are away from the home, but you still feel you're at home.
So, and what the way the geopolitical situations are going all around world, right? We are seeing how things are there, and I think UAE is the right place currently where we are seeing a lot of tractions, not only in space of the brain drain which is happening over here. You are one of the main reason. You are one of the brain which has come in here, pull in, but you have done a lot of work in Indian subcontinent also, right? In different industries. So, how do you feel the technology adoption in this part of the world is shaping up? Do you think we are still lagging behind as a country in India, or UAE has been on par to some of the Western giants?
I think if you consider, I think 10, 15 years before, anything used to kickstart, especially in Silicon Valley of US, right?
Yeah.
And then from there it used to be picked up in the rest of the part of the world. And I think India was the forerunner in that. We used to adopt very quickly. And I think post COVID, the lot of countries especially have picked up digitization very seriously because at that point of time, as it's rightly said, necessity is the mother of all invention. And everyone started using, I think more prominently, COVID has pushed up the adoption for UPI payment, I would rather say.
Absolutely.
And then the home deliveries and all this culture came
Quick
in.
commerce and everything boomed up.
And then obviously work from home.
Yeah.
That stuff also came in. Yeah, I think we are now very location agnostic to provide our any services.
Yeah.
And payments are no longer you need to go to the banks or you go to the ATMs, remove the cash and do it. I think via UPI even you can do 1 rupee to even X amount of rupees, whatever the higher limit of amount is. And I don't think that is a problem. Now, yeah, considering the geopolitical situations which are there, and being in UAE is obviously very blessed.
Right.
It's very safe country, very secure, very organized, and the real estate market and the technological marriage, I think that goes very, very, very futuristic now. To
Okay.
be very frank. Because if you see all these big brands which are there, considering IMA, DAMAC, Danube,
Right.
Aldar, Soba, and all that stuff, all the different real estate companies who have established themselves very well, you can see that paradigm shift as far as the technology adoption is concerned. And AI coming from center of the government itself, from the federal government. AI adoption has become mandatory for a lot of companies in their departments, department wise as well, and at overall org level as well. And that's where I think the entire topic has kickstarted with respect to memories, with respect to the layer, the data storage, and then make this big beast of AI sit on the top of it. I think real estate market in UAE is huge and immense,
Yeah.
and considering the weight that it is throwing as a part of the contribution to economy as well of UAE, it really makes sense to invest a lot in technology, and they are doing it.
So one thing Dubai is known for is real estate. It has always been.
Yeah.
The amount of towers it has, right? Ranging from we are just sitting stone throw away from Burj Khalifa, right? One of the landmark, and what it throws to you, right? So it is all about luxury. It is all about the state of art which they have. Where does the technology blend in? Does technology help you to achieve that luxury status, or is it all about the constructions, the real estate, the glam around it? Do you feel, as a technologist yourself, we add to that quotient of luxury in the real estate? Or is it still the backbone of whatever is being delivered? Right? So, talk us about the customer experiences and all, what it brings it based on your experience.
Dubai is next level as far as the real estate quality is concerned. So I hail from India and especially Mumbai, and it's not something that real estate has been. I'm not very agnostic to it. Real estate over there is also very humongous. I think
Yeah.
it's also at the next level. Uh, if you move to Dubai, you will see these towers, and those skyscrapers. Each and every building looks like some architectural marvel.
Yeah,
And it
absolutely.
looks like a project given to architecture students, and they have submitted their projects, and each of one of them is really beautiful the way they
And
have
they,
done
they are
it.
distinct. It is
They're
not
very
that
distinct.
it is not that one tower to the next tower you'll find the difference
That's what I
right
was saying.
away.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
If you take 5 architecture students and ask them, I want all 5 different models of buildings, and then those were selected. It's wonderful, and the way they have been built, and it's colossal, right? I've never seen such kind of constructions happening, and also at a pace at which it is rapidly,
Yeah,
grown.
absolutely.
It's glamorous, no doubt. It's very glamorous looking at the real estate in Dubai, and technology was always a support function anywhere in any part of world. If you pick up India, I think from being a support, it became as an enabler.
Yeah.
Because you pick up any product, you take any financial product or you take any consumer product. When it was COVID, how can you reach to the customers? You cannot reach. It has to be an online platform for people to buy and for people to reach out to you.
Yes, absolutely.
And then all of a sudden, that support function became the main business driving function. So that's why it was called as enabler, because it was directly contributing to the revenue now. It was not really supporting. Now there were no feet on street salespeople selling it anymore. People were coming on the consumer portals or the customer portals, and from there they were buying it.
Yeah.
As far as real estate is concerned, uh, in Dubai, yes, or for any part of the Emirates where these huge constructions are happening, technology has become an enabler now. It is also no longer a support function. And the data, or you say the AI adoption, the vision to adopt AI and obviously the customer centric digitization which is there, especially your portals, your mobile apps, has something which has picked up very fast. And if you go anywhere, look at any of the big developers over there, they might be having all the mobile apps, the portals, those kiosks, or the AI layers which are running for specialization or personal hyper personalization for each and every customers. Everything is in place. It's just that AI itself is evolving,
Yeah.
and it will obviously learn on its own, and the models will evolve. I'm sure we're going to see lot of results coming out of it. Whatever the investments from technology standpoint is done in Dubai.
Yeah. For me, I get enticed by it, right? I'll not buy things which do not have technology to it or which does not seems to me that extravagant, right? Very rightly said that feats on the field, right? Those were the days when it used to take I think years to sell certain units, right? We have been listening to all these big developers sold out. Like in Gurgaon, DLF launched something. It was sold out in 24 hours. Now, if you need that quick delivery without technology, it is impossible to achieve such things, right? Such sales number, which now technology is helping us. So, talk me also about. So this is Dubai has always been there. It has developed now. Now, one of the place where you are currently, which is I I went there. I was quite fortunate to meet you there, and I was pretty amazed to see the amount of transformation Russell Khema is going through. Right, they are building the next Las Vegas is what I heard of. So, what is the difference you see, right, within 150 kilometers, right, where this much glam is there, but still there, that is Russell Khema is still outskirts, right? So, how different the culture or how different this technology adoption is there within that particular provinces?
I think when I first landed here, and when I said a lot of my friends I'm moving to UAE, the first thing people's mind is Dubai,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So I landed on a Dubai airport, and obviously you see that glam, the high-rise towers, and everything. I actually landed in quite late evening, where everything was dark, and I obviously I was driven to the place of where I had got a new assignment, and I could see Dubai, and I'm just passing through Dubai, seeing those high rises, towers, the glam, and everything. All of a sudden, you hit the national highways, right? And then I was 140, 120 kilometers, whatever we are saying. I was driving through, and all of a sudden, that glamour goes away
Yes,
because you're on a national highway. And then I went to a place, and I spent the night over there. Next morning, I got up. Obviously, I was not judging where I am, but in the morning when I got up, it was not like Dubai, but it has its own essence and its own charm. And I think now, just to tell you, that place is called as Russell Khema, and I think it is the beautiful place if you want to be living very close to the nature.
Yeah.
And Dubai has been developing for quite some years now. I think that shift is now happening to the other Emirates as well.
Right.
And Russell Khema is one of the beautiful Emirates. It has a wonderful coastline, a natural coastline. It has mountains. If you go to Jabal Jis mountain, it has the longest zip line over there.
Okay.
And from tourism perspective, as far as UAE is concerned, a lot of tourists from UAE as well come to Russell Khema. And that traction has been observed too. This is a hidden gem.
Yeah.
People are coming there for tourism. I think last year when I was there, I think they had a record-breaking fireworks over there near the Marjan Island. If you should go and visit that place, it's really beautiful. And some of the hospitality services which are available, especially those 5-star hotels which are there, they are at next level. And so a lot of Europeans and obviously from the subcontinent as well, people do travel there for vacation.
Okay.
And they spend a very good time. Recently, the announcement of Win Casino is obviously has taken everything by storm, and Russell Khema has become center point, focus for everyone. So whenever I come to Dubai, I meet people in Abu Dhabi. So when I tell them I've traveled from Ras Al Khaimah, they'll always ask me that, hey, how's that Wynn Casino going on? So everyone is aware that there is something monumental getting built over there.
Yes.
And trust me, it is colossal. The way it has been built, it is next level. It's not only the only Wynn Casino, but the peripheral developments which are happening as far as the hospitality services are concerned, the real estate market which are concerned. And that's why if you see there has been a very sharp rise in real estate prices in Ras Al Khaimah as well.
Right.
And there's a lot of development happening, a lot of real estate projects which are happening. You now see all the developers who are there in Dubai having their own projects over there. So no one else is. I don't see any other developer who's not there in Ras Al Khaimah right now building, those luxury apartments and villas for the buyers now. And considering that, I think Ras Al Khaimah is now geared up for this inviting a lot of visitors and tourists as the Wynn Casino opens up, and the nearby areas obviously are getting developed at very 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 quick pace, and obviously that's a need of the hour, and the infrastructure is also getting ramped up. It's there, it's not there, I'm not saying, but it's getting more and more ramped up as far as the considering the tourist which will come and all that. So these things are happening. You'll see in next 2 years it's going to be a completely different place.
So when you say infrastructure, you are counting on the IT infrastructure also, which is
Absolutely, it's not only the real estate infrastructure, the IT infrastructure, the organization we are investing in. So let's give you one example. If a market is running on feet on street, it's working absolutely fine, and you are a key player and you are able to deliver that kind of numbers as far as sales is concerned, then the life is normal.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, if the competition increases over there, a lot of player comes into the market. At that time, anyone would realize, okay, the leads or the calls which used to come 10 out of 10, 8 or 9 to me, now that might get distributed, right? Because there are a lot of other players as well.
Yes.
And that's when organizations start thinking, how can I still continue to be the market dominant and still get the major market share of customers?
But how do they come out of that legacy mindset, right? Because the job was so easy for them, and suddenly with these all booms, right? Because I have heard actually real estate being called as technology is a kill for them, right? It it is something which it's a taboo, I still feel, but that has been told till now. So are you seeing that change currently since you are driving one of it? So, and it is just not about the residential. It brings hospitality. It brings the leisure factor of it, right? And all those things which can bring a customer experience together when you get all the things together, right? So how do you think currently, so just talk me about what is your thought process now and what you are doing for the transformation of it in your day-to-day life now.
Technology adoption in real estate takes time, because I'll tell you, real estate is majorly driven by people actually getting into the act. Like as you say, feet on street.
Yeah.
Is a simple example.
Yeah.
Or you say there is a market via your partners.
Yeah.
Your distribution channels,
Yeah.
and like you may call them as brokers in real estate market. And that's very strong, by the way. The broker market is very strong, because there are people who are trying to sell your units or your offerings basis that they would get a commission. So obviously there has to be that central drive. They will surely sell it for you, and that's very strong. As far as when the more player comes in, like there are a lot of players, that distributor market can also split. Now today I was working for you, for an ABC real estate, and there's an XYZ real estate. I won't only continue to work with you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that customer will have now 2 offers. Earlier I used to pitch only 1 offer, right? So that becomes a flag, which a concern flag. I won't say a red flag. Second is cost of acquiring a customer via that market is high, because of the brokerage part and the commissions which are to be given to the partner agency partners and all. The only thing which can help the organization to survive is either to create a digital platform, and that's where I think the integrations come from the different social media handles which are there. You create those lead forms on the different social media platform, keep on doing those ad burst, and try to get those leads, and then have a sales team, calling team to continuously warm those leads up, and then put your own employed feet on street for acquiring that. In that, maybe you can give some commission to your feet on street as well, your own employees, but that is still very less as compared to that how much you lose to the agency markets over there. That's one. Second, if they directly come as an organic traffic, then nothing like it. That's why if in India also, if you see a lot of products which are there, there is a direct market team who actually get all the organic leads. Then there is the sales team leads, and then there are the agency leads which are there, which are from. So agency lead will cost you more. The feet on street would cost you a bit less than the agency, but organic traffic will completely give you. It will directly impact your bottom line. Rest all have a top line, then there is a deductions, and then there are the bottom line.
So in technology also, I see one of the major thing which really needs to be picked up is integration among these platforms, right? Because if you see a real estate journey and the amount of the data flow which happens from top down to the bottom down, there are a lot of systems which it interacts, right? From your call center. Let's say if just a very simple example is a call center. If you do not have a right customer data, right, a profiled proper customer data and the latest updated data, you are almost losing in a customer because you do not have so much feet on the street now. What you depend is lot on your callings to happen over there. But if you do not have a customer updated profile with you, you really face that challenges. So there are a lot of systems because of this legacy has been living in silos, right? So integration has become one of major challenges. So do you think for real estate middleware and the integration platforms, be it API based or whatever based, real time batch, whatever it is now a compulsory thing for everyone?
Data is a new oil. No second thought about it. I think if a company would lose more to their competitors if they don't keep their data updated. So I think data vintage is the crucial point that you have highlighted now. How much updated it is, how much consistent it is, and how much relevant it is. So that is something which every organization should ask. Second are silos. Silos basically gives you a comfort. For example, a finance team might be feeling let the data be in their ERP. A sales team might be saying no, let it be in the CRM. So I get an instant gratification and give a better customer experience. Or any other let me say human resource team might be saying, oh, let it be in my own human resource system, which is there for the employees. I think it would require a lot of efforts to break those silos because it's a shift for them, right? It's a new thing, and then they are stagnant. And any change, basically, you'll always get a response which is not very helpful for you as a technology person.
Yeah, absolutely.
But breaking silos is important, 100%. I'll tell you, because if data is not consolidated at one place, you can't run any of the analytics or you can't make any decision making information out of it. And that's where what we can do is that not to ask them to log in onto one system. That is impossible because every system has its own organic nature to it. Maybe an HRMS system might be having its own HRMS organic nature to it. And when you consider any of the ERPs which are there, they might be financially very dominant. And if you consider any of the other forces like the Microsoft or Salesforce kind of solutions which are there, they are more CRM centric, customer centric. Let those systems be there. Let the owners feel that those systems are with them. But there is a need of a constant data push that should happen from each of those systems into your central repository. And that can be done at the end of the day, or maybe you can do it at a decided frequency. But it cannot be only in their own areas. There has to be a central place where all this data is being pushed. You have to build those pipelines and keep on updating those pipelines. And once the data is available at the center stage and you want to do anything, you can do anything with it. Till such time you create a de facto structure to it, obviously. And then once you know, now suppose all the department, all the different function data is coming at a consolidated place, then you can start churning the data, work on the quality, and build a governance around it. Then sky's the limit. And once you know how to play, I will tell you, any organization is blessed if they know how to use their data. And data is not something which is like I dump it once and it's over. It has to be updated. Otherwise, what is the biggest blunder that happens is, if the data is not continuously or consistently updated, your predictive models will fail immensely, and you won't be able to drive anything out of it.
Right. So that's it's just that data which is driving most of the things, right? We are talking about the large language models, the chat GPT stuffs and all. But people slowly realize that the real value depends on real time, and then you see suddenly the rise of agents, a rise of those middle layer for agents which picks up the latest data. They do not depend on the last updated data. They want real time data, because everyone takes decision on that data that becomes precisely. And what you have been talking out is a very core platform which generally we make them sit in between all these different charters of apps which you use, right? Be it your ERP, be it your CRM. And very rightly said, these data owners should stick to their particular application.
Right.
But the business, or as an organization, I feel an MDM system becomes very, very important, because what it holds you is the latest, the golden record, the copy of it, right? And these integration platforms helps consolidate all those data, bring it to a single place and all. And once your data is right, I think it is all about garbage in, garbage out, right? Yeah. So that's all about it. That's a very basic essence of what currently we are also seeing in AI as an experience. So now, since you are in an industry which currently caters not only to the residentials, but it has hospitality, it has malls and different kind of things. And I think the hook point of all these things are customer, right? So their experience matter. Now they are buying, they are purchasing, all those powers comes what they feel about it. Are they feeling good about it? So do you think AI will play a very, very important role in enhancing these customer experiences?
I think this question had multiple keywords in it, okay?
Yeah.
And let me address one keyword at a time.
Please.
When we discuss silos, and then we said there has to be a central repository.
Yeah.
That's only possible if you have a fantastic or a very, very robust middleware.
Yeah.
And middlewares are something which are actually the backbones. It's like your spinal cord, because all organs are getting all the signals via that one particular path, right? And that has to be very formidable, and it has to be built very, very, very robust. Middleware, that's where the importance of middleware comes in. Second is, if you talk about the other keyword, that is MDM. I think data comes from all different sources.
Yep.
And which is the gospel truth no one is aware about. It has to be updated, and it has to be placed at a central repository where you say, okay, suppose Kiran's data is there as far as his qualification is concerned. It has come from here. His experience data has come from here. His demographic details have come from here. And there will be multiple instances of that data also. When you churn and clear and clean up all the data, especially even email IDs, some of the email IDs won't be even correct. You might see a lot of @rates are not there.
Yeah.
And the data cleanup is something which is very important.
Pure quality issue.
Poor quality issues. Yeah. Phone numbers without the zip, the PIN codes which are there, the start country codes. Now, if that data is there available, and this is a golden copy, then you can really build up the models which can help you to make a faster management decision making. And you have no second thoughts about it. What is there anything wrong about it? Because it has been already churned. It has been already cleaned up, and a central data is available, which is there is no duplication of it at all. And you can really, that's why it is called as a golden copy, right? And that's how MDM has been widely used in the industry. What do you do with that data once you get it? Either you run the reports, which can help management to take decisions, or you can plan your future, how to approach the coming year, or how to approach the coming quarters. Now you mentioned another keyword, that is hospitality. Now I come from a place where hospitality is very critical. Russell Khaimah is completely for tourists, and hospitality is something which is, I think it can be majorly used over there. Because if you see any tourist who comes to Ras Al Khaimah or any of the other tourist places, he would like to stay at some good resorts or good retreats where he would be like to be pampered. What kind of services he requires,
Yeah.
what kind of who all are traveling with them. If there are kids with them, what age bracket kids are traveling? Would they need a stroller? Add that specification, and also what kind of food they would like to have. Is it vegetarian, non-vegetarian? In India, you are aware there is a Jain food and also different kind of hyper personalization, something which are being noted down. Now, this hotel management system obviously have their own central systems which are there, which takes care of booking, allocating the rooms, giving them different services, the spas and all that services. Or maybe some might ask for some luxury, services like playing golf, going to a yacht drive, sailing through marina, and getting all those details. And once the visitor leaves, what would you do with that data? You need to work on that data. You need to put it into a central repository and create a customer 360-degree, and then you have their demographic details. Can you push a happy birthday or happy anniversary to the couple who traveled to this particular hotel? Can you run those CRM activities? Try to push those newer deals which are coming as far as the hospitality is concerned. Any major event happening, New Year, can we push those details to them so that they again get pulled back to your services? Is there any international golf competition championship happening in your own golf course, which is international? Maybe that person who was actually staying in your hotel might be maybe a golf sport lover.
Absolutely.
And you can call him, or a sailor. How do you keep on bringing them back? It's only possible if you have a data and you're churning that data and finding on what best can be done with that data. Yeah. And this not only helps you to get them back, that is called as upselling. It also helps you to do the cross-selling. And what do you mean by cross-selling? So suppose any of the organization is not only have hospitality services, they're also having real estate services, or they're having some luxury services which are there. You can pitch those services to them as well. We are having a new township. You're having new towers being built or new villas being built. Would you like to invest here? Since you already spent 10 days or 1 month, you already might have been in love with that place. Yeah. No one would continue to stay in hotels. They would say, why don't I have my own sweet place over there?
Absolutely.
And that's how and trust me, hospitality can use data like anything. They have their systems in which they know what food preferences customers have. They know what kind of demographic details they have. What are their likes? What are their dislikes? How was their experience? They shared the feedback. How do you put, as soon as you know that feedback is not good, how do you give them a better service?
Better service, yeah.
Take that corrective action and then again pull them back. Because I feel retaining a customer whom you already lost is much more costlier than acquiring a new one. You will keep on getting new customers, but getting the same customer again after you lose him, it's very, very expensive. Yeah, because you would have to give a very high end of discounts over there at that point of time. And that's why data is actually playing a critical role to get the data from all different systems, put it into a central repository, and then basically you run the analytics and do the hyper personalization. What would you like? What would I like? Can I create that model or agent behind every person of you? Yeah. So me, can have an agent running behind me for my likes and dislikes and for your dislikes. That's how I think the current world is not only AI now, it's agent. Yeah. And it's completely only one word, that is hyper personalization.
That's very, very forward-looking thought which you have put in. And I think that is the future, right? With this agentic AI pushing all these use cases now, going to that level that they know the preferences even, right? If you are losing a customer, it is already thinking in that way that how I need to retain him back, right? Automatically adding certain spa services or an additional golf services, something which will entice him to repeat. So repeating a customer will be a huge use case also for this industry. Now, when we were talking about all this, as a CIO, right, one major portfolio or one major responsibility for you has also been the security of these data being stored with you, right? Because of the compliances, and specifically in a hugely guarded region like UAE, right? Compliances has been and always will be a major factor. So how do you ensure that, because some of the guests which will be coming to you will be very high profiles, very high profile guests, right? So all these consents or all these datas which you collect are ensured that is well backed off and has been properly taken care of the compliances. So what do you think you are driving currently in your current organization, and what should be the way forward?
See, I think if you say you're going to start, storing or creating let's consider a data warehouse. With this huge data being stored at a central repository, your responsibility of guarding it becomes 10x.
Yeah.
Because now you have a data which can, if you lose it and something is wrongly done with that data, you will lose your brand value, to be very frank. And organizations are aware about it. And if let's give you an example, in India, the data which is being stored, let's consider all the KYC details which are there of the customers. You get an integration done via Aadhaar. So there is Aadhaar vault which had come over there.
Yeah.
Then the masking was required.
Yeah.
And then you get a NSDL calls for PANs.
Yeah.
Those data is also masked. UIDI calls which are happening for Aadhaar, that is also, which is very heavily compliance, by the way. Where do you store that data? RBI is a mandate. The federal bank it has a mandate. It says the servers should be in India where the data is being stored. The clouds which are there, it has to be in India. IRDA has a mandate. All the insurance, all these the bodies which are there, the central bodies, the statutory bodies which are there, they have very clear compliance policies as far as the data residencies and locality is concerned. It has to be in India.
Yeah.
As far as UAE is concerned, apart from some of the compliance as well, data locality is not that much of a problem as of now. But I'm sure it's gonna be. I see that coming. To be very frank, as of now, people are using clouds which are available in Europe and all other different parts of the world.
The pods are outside.
Absolutely. I'm sure sooner or later that's gonna be the case even for other industries. But I'm sure there are a couple of them data which is very sensitive that is being asked to be stored, maybe government related details which are there. Now, yes, the responsibility is very immense because if you lose that data or someone takes it away and steals it away or whatever you say via different malicious intent via the IT procedures which are there, it actually tarnishes your brand image. Someone might personate yourself and say, I am from XYZ company, and they might ask you to do some payments, and that something would be a very difficult to answer to all the different customers, because customers say, I have given you the details. I feel you are the guardian, the safe guardian of it, and how can you lose it? So everyone would be very much skeptical to share your details to you if you are not investing on that. And once you lose the brand name, then the business becomes very difficult for you. Data, how can it be done? There are different ways of doing it. There are two-factor algorithms which are there, multiple authentications which are need to be done. You can put at a hardware level, at the infra level, you can put the firewalls. You can put different kind of the applications which are available, which helps you to avoid the infiltration as far as the data breakage is concerned. The wall they try to break through, and so that's there. I think most important, if you won't believe, majority of the data leaks which are happening, and there might be a lot of products like data prevention products which are leak prevention products which are there. Then people try to use a lot of other tools which helps you, avoid you to lose the data. How would you manage internal users behavior? Majority of the data which has leaked has happened because of someone internal to the organization either has intently or unintentionally clicked on something or shared the data. So in that it comes training, the behavioral training, the technological training, and awareness is something which is very important. But yes, we can build those walls to it, but still it has to be a lot of awareness and training that is required.
Yeah. So one thing which will become, I think, a must-have is a robust data platform for any organization to have. Very rightly said, some of these data leakage might be intentional also, right? And why it has happened? Because you do not have a proper data privacy control of it. Maybe your access management system on that data platform was not right, right? And if you have one data platform which you have set up, right? Some of very leading product which I have been part of, like Informatica, right? It is just not about integration, quality, or master data management, but it also talks about governance over it.
Absolutely.
Right? And it also tells all the users, runs those adoption program, that when you come into tool you have right access to it, right? And the amount of users or amount of access your data governance office has decided, you will get access of those things only, right? So one thing which is going to be, and I am telling, this has been for some of the financial industry which adopted it pretty quickly and was in a desperate need, but soon this is gonna be, an I think, an ultimate necessary for everyone.
So just to touch upon, just as you mentioned that Informatica is also a middleware, and it also has a data governance policy. I think absolutely you have a data which is come via a central API entire setup or a console. It will be pushed into some area. There will be data pipelines, basis which the data flows inside. You have to churn, you have to cleanse, you have to manage the data quality, its relatability, and also its consistency and relevance.
Yeah,
And after that, you clear an MDM or you create a master copy. But but the responsibility never ends there. Then the golden word comes that are called as governance.
Yeah.
The access rights, the amount of data exposures which are required, how you properly do the
Yeah,
authentication
the
while giving an
lineage.
access.
Lineage also becomes so important,
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
You need to backtrack from where it came,
Yes.
right? And until unless you have not stored in all those layers, or your integration platform have not brought it, right? That's where these middlewares become so important, because it brings you through a workflow,
Absolutely.
and you can always backtrack it from where it was come, and you can notify yourself in very right time.
Yeah, and think about it. If there are 5 to 6 different data pipelines from which data is being flown, how the entire ETL processes happen
Different sources.
at different sources, and you try to extract, transfer, and load the data through the different pipelines, right? Any one data flow gets impacted. Your entire master copy will go on for a toss.
Absolutely.
And what are you doing with that? You're setting a governance, and on the top of that, you are now taking decisions at a org level. Imagine how critical it is, what is flowing, how it is being churned, how it is being presented as a golden copy, and how it is being governed, and who's going to access it. The the responsibility start right from data pushing till you give an access right and governance and build around it. I think this is very interesting topic that we are, and in data being the main discussion point now everywhere, because it's a fodder to AI, right?
Yeah,
AI won't work if the data is not right. Tell me, if the data is not updated, your entire predictive model will not work.
Not work.
You won't be able to take any decisions. Now you're talking about LLMs. LLMs can run on all your databases, and they can actually, you can do it in NLP, in natural language. You can type and try to extract the data out of it.
The fundamental is, I know chat GPTs are there, but it is internet-wide data.
Yeah.
If you talk about enterprise, you're not going to rely on internet data.
No,
You have to rely on your enterprise data. That's where you are seeing we are doing a lot of AI POCs, but it's failing. Why it is failing? Because your data is not ready. So a very fundamental questions which we keep asking customers if they want to do certain POCs on AI. They'll tell, I want to achieve this. Is your data ready for AI? It's not. You have to fix the fundamental first. So that is one of
Have you heard what happened recently in Australia?
No, please explain about it.
Okay, I think there were. I think I won't name it, but there was some project which was going on, and that went in a very difficult stage because ChatGPT was being being used as is. So I'll tell you what, it's not the fault of ChatGPT or any of the language models which are available. See, when you use ChatGPTs of the world or any other products which are available, they will give you a content. And since you rightly highlighted, it is data which is available outside your organization. It's a macro data. When we talk about intrinsic to your organization, it has to be, you have to gel that with what your internal requirements are. So you might get a content because they are nothing but just a content generating tool. It won't be specific to my ABC company or XYZ organization which I'm doing. You have to, otherwise, if you pick it up and just give it, right? What the recent incidents have happened, you are just passing on the hallucination which they are, with these LLM models are giving it to you.
Yeah.
What is the best blend? Absolutely, you rightly pointed out. You should take the capabilities of these large language models which are available. They are phenomenal. I think
Absolutely.
it's a boon that it has come to us. We are generating a lot of
Absolutely.
content out of it, but it can't be that I won't look into what they're giving it to me. No, sir. You have to check it with your interest, and if you can merge that, as you said, I get a portal data outside entire www website data which are available on the internet, and I get it from my internal databases as well, and I know my data is completely available and it is up to date. Imagine what kind of analytic power it will have.
Yeah, yeah.
And nothing like a combination of a macro data and a micro data internally to your organization, and then you build a AI layer on a top of it. I think you will have less incidents of hallucination, which recently was, recorded. Over and above that, it's not only now the language models which are available only to generating script, right? The image are getting generated.
Yeah, yeah.
You see a lot of tools which are available. The speech to text conversion.
Yeah, the unstructured data is a huge space now,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
We were dealing with a lot of structured data, but the way we are now trying to handle unstructured data, right? Specifically pulling out those critical information from a PDF, from those receipt, maybe from those sales orders which are there, right? And then bringing it live to be there. And always human in the loop should be there, right? Because you cannot take a decision without human in the loop going forward to it. So all those processes being built, it is going to be uh, a great world, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, it's not only speech which is now being converted into text. It is a text which is also being converted into speech. Your speech and your body language, your image, entire recordings are being observed and models being created. I think you might have heard the technology called as a deep fake. Um, uh, images which are there now, they can be read because those images are now being identified. Earlier, you had only OCR for it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was something magical for everyone. Now there are far more better technologies in which you can just give a picture and it will extract the text out of it from a picture. By the way, I can understand getting it out of a PDF or a Word document. That's different, but an image is different. The way the models are, I'll give you just a case in point. I was driving to meet you right here at a podcast. I was trying to understand one topic, what this topic was all about. I went to a chat GPT. Obviously, it's an LLM model.
Yeah.
It's an AI because it has its own language, repositories at the back end, but also machine learning algorithms run on
Yeah,
it
which
because
is
it's
true.
running on your data as well.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm asking something, it's learning with me as well, so the machine learning is there. The data is there, so analytics has already been run on the top of it. And I was, because I was driving, I cannot type it, right? I was talking to the voice bot which is available. So the speech into text recognition, that text is being converted into the output, what I want, right? That output comes out, and the bot is reading the text
Yeah,
output,
yeah, yeah.
making it into a speech, and it is conversing with me, and that is nothing but an NLP. Imagine what are we what stage of AI we have reached up to.
Yeah, so that is one innovation which we are carrying in house. We are building a Lego style agent. So what we are doing is, because these are very small use cases which keep coming, right? And if you have seen Lego toys, right? So they are small Lego toys or Lego bundles. You club them up and they become a master bundle for you,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So what we are doing at our innovation hub, which we call our data and AI team, we are building these small use cases agents, and we are keeping that in a repository. And when a certain master use cases comes, you can always go ahead with that bucket, pick it up, and those agents will become your master agent. So when you go for that speech to text, the agents start, and the MCP platform which you have actually understand live. It is the middleware of it. And if you have an MDM, we connect the MDM system to it so that it picks your preferences right away from there and updates you. So the entire decision making is just happening like a zip with those bots, with those agents which we are calling up. So that's the
Yeah.
revolution which we are.
Yeah, because that also gives you a modularity for it.
Yes, yes, yes,
And
absolutely.
it also gives you to Then your entire solution model becomes very fungible.
Right.
What you just mentioned. And yes, imagine for every activity, if you have a model running onto it and you keep on feeding the updated and, not a vintage data, but up to time and real time data feeding, which is there, I think then the output becomes really, really, really at next level. And it can be consumed very, very blindfolded in that case. So it's all about data and how you basically keep on updating your models, I would say.
Right. So it is great talking to you, Kiran sir. I can talk another 2 hours for it.
Uh, it was great actually, and thank you for getting me over here and to have this kind of a discussions, especially on the data and the data integrations, breaking all the silos, and how you can create a central data set on which it becomes a feed to running an artificial intelligence layer is something that every enterprise is thinking to do about it. And having such conversations with all the industry experts which are there, it all not only adds value to all the listeners as from the knowledge perspective, but also to understand different views that every one of you carry. And obviously that's how the technology community has been built. That's how the open source platforms have been also built, with a lot of people contributing in their different areas and factors. And similar was the experience today. And thank you. Felt really, really warm. Conversing and talking on technology is always a pleasure.
Thank you. It was great catching up with industries expert like this. Will be back soon with our next episode pretty soon. Take care. Thank you.